we all gain something from having a conversation with somebody else, and it doesn't have to be large. It could be something like a conversation that we have. It could be we can learn an insight. Let's say you're checking up on somebody, you just want to know how they are. You just gain an insight from them. Let's say you have an idea, you want to get a different perspective on it. You just gain a perspective from it. In every conversation that we have, we're gaining something from it. And it doesn't have to be materialistic. I just gave examples of it. Because if you're not gaining nothing from it, there really is no conversation. I remember, this was like last year, I had a conversation with my dad's wife. And we was talking about how I don't really talk to people. And she said something along the lines of, I said something along the lines of, I don't really talk to people. There's nothing for me to talk about. It was like, what do you mean nothing for you to talk about? You can't just check in on them, see how they're doing, things like that. Then I responded, if I'm checking up on somebody, that's something to talk about. I'm checking up on you. I want to see how you're doing. I want to see what's going on. I want to see how you're living. But I have nothing to talk about. I don't really want to talk about how, there's nothing for me and you to talk about, so we don't really talk. I'm not opposed to texting first or calling first. I have no problem with it. But if there's nothing for me to really engage with you about, or for me to gain a conversation with you, we don't really talk. It showed me that we all gain things from people, whether it's negative or positive. A negative version of this is a guy and a girl are dating, right? They get in an argument, and the guy has money, so every time they get in an argument, he just buys her a bag, he buys her a pair of heels, he buys her a bracelet, he buys her a necklace, he buys her a watch, just to soothe her. That's a negative relationship, because one, they both acknowledge the transactional part of the relationship, which is not inherently bad if you're not operating under malicious intent. And two, they're operating under malicious intent because instead of trying to talk it out and discuss it like human beings, he's buying things for her to do. Instead of what talking should do, he's using his wallet, and that's the problem. A good example of this is that we both know we're gaining something from this conversation. Me and you, you're talking to me, I'm talking to you. We're gaining good conversation. We're gaining insights into each other's life. We're gaining a deeper understanding of each other. We're both understanding that we're gaining something, but it's still cordial, and we still respect each other. We still treat each other like friends. That's a good example of a positive relationship. Me and you, we don't have to, we can understand that the longer I talk, the more you will know about me, which for me, I don't do. I don't really open up about me. This isn't about me, it's about them. Them talking to me, they may open up, or they may share some experiences. I get to know them better. I get to gain a deeper understanding of them. You get what I'm trying to say? And with me and them gaining something, the respect of friends is still there. That's an example of a positive relationship. Everyday, that's how majority of our everyday relationships go about. We need to understand that whatever conversation you have, you are going to gain something or potentially lose something. You are either going to lose some privacy, but gain some insight, or gain a different perspective on it. You may have to share a secret that you wanted to keep in order to move on and advance as a person and be able to grow and evolve. That's just how it is. Sometimes you can't hold everything in. Sometimes you have to release certain things, so those certain things can be freed off you so you can keep going. That's just how life is. And there's nothing we can really do about it except we just interact with the right people who we trust and we actually have a deep connection with.